Hello and welcome to the McLoughlin High School College Counseling Series, Part 5, Budgeting and the Final Decision. Over the years, I've worked with quite a few students who have made some pretty impressive spreadsheets in the spring in order to make their final decision as to which college they're going to go to. And it usually comes down to that that student aid letter where students find out exactly how much money they're going to get in financial aid from each school. And the best way to do it is to create a budget for each school that you applied to, each school that you would realistically go to, so you can compare the costs on a line item by line item basis. I'll try to post an example, but here's just some real general figures from some of the schools in the state of Oregon to kind of get this conversation started and to get you thinking about this piece of the college application process. So, Eastern Oregon University, for example, tuition and fees $6,300, housing $5,600. So that brings your total to right around $12,000 for Eastern Oregon University. Oregon State University, tuition and fees is roughly 8,500, and housing is close to 11. So you can see that total is closer to $19,000. So about a 30% increase over Eastern Oregon. Oregon Tech, about roughly 16,000. Western Oregon, roughly 18. University of Oregon, closer to 23. And then Walla Walla Community College as a 2-year college example, right around 13. Those are just some of the costs that you can expect. Again, I think you could even Google it, look for examples. Do some research, ask questions, find out exactly what the monthly costs are at the schools that you applied to, and make an informed decision based on that financial aid letter about which college is best for you based on the programs that they have available, how you feel on campus, and how much money you're going to have to pay out of your own pocket after the financial aid you receive is utilized. But the point here is college costs are an important factor in this decision. Creating a budget and a spreadsheet can help you to closely analyze those costs and to make a smart decision. Student loan debt is the number one debt in our country, and so this piece is really important. It's important to make a smart financial decision in this process. So, speaking of financial aid and budgeting and the final cost of the college, we spoke a little bit about this in an earlier presentation about financial aid and the FAFSA, but here's a couple other reminders as they relate to college costs and budgeting. So the FAFSA is available October 1st. You can get your PIN early. The date that you submit is important. It's essentially your place in line. We do have, most high schools have a financial aid night where you can get some help with that FAFSA, or of course you can always come in and see your counselor. There's a combination of local and national scholarships that kids can apply to. So that's a good use of your time, absolutely, especially the local scholarships. But always be aware of those deadlines. Here's some examples of I guess that's on the next slide. I'll have some websites for you, but again, like I said, scholarships, there's national and local ones. The college application usually doubles as a scholarship application for colleges. Now that's not the same as local, but that's something to keep in mind, is that typically when you apply, you can also use that same information for that particular college's scholarships. Fastweb.com is a great website that you can go to, create an account, and that will actually send you scholarships that match your profile. There's some other good ones, the Oregon Career Information System and CapEx. Be careful about paying for applying for any of these scholarships. There are scams out there, so be aware of that. A lot of these other points we've discussed, so I'm going to move to the specific web pages, and this just is a place to start. There's hundreds of these, so these are some of the most popular. Of course, the official national financial aid website is fafsa.ed.gov. As I mentioned, fastweb.com is a good scholarship site. Capex.com is another similar site. For students in Oregon, the OregonStudentAid.gov. The College Board site also has a financial aid and scholarship search section to it. So that's another resource. Similarly, the ACT has a section for financial aid, scholarships.com. And then for students on the West Coast, you will commonly hear people talk about the WUI. This is the Western Undergraduate Exchange. The Western Undergraduate Exchange basically it's in the simplest form. It's a scholarship. Most schools call it a scholarship. It's a scholarship you can get that will allow you to get close to in-state tuition, even if you're an out-of-state student. Different schools have different requirements in terms of what it takes to get this, but you can go to that website, wue.wiche.edu to get more information. But that's the Western Undergraduate Exchange. Of course, as I've said before, if you have specific questions, come see us in the counseling center. We're happy to help. I can give you examples of budgets that parents and students have made in the past. We're happy to help with any of these topics that we've covered in our college counseling series. Looking for the right fit, contacting admission offices, specific questions about applications and recommendations. Basically, anything that you need help with, we're happy to help or direct you to the right person. The earlier you start, the better. Please come and see us. If you have any questions or need any help. Thank you very much for your time.